Here's Toyota. We got a caution on the racetrack when we were talking about the battle for the lead. Cars and trucks go spinning. We're under yellow flag again. Is that Brantley in the 12? I think it is.
Yeah, unfortunately, it does look like Brantley. Let's see exactly what happened on the replay here.
Problems for Brantley in the 12. We were wondering if he was fading back with some type of a problem. Looks like Ashley Dodson got into him. Dodson bounced it off of Brantley's truck, and then he got into the other truck there, and we are under caution flag for the 11th time. Ray Richard, you saw it again. There's Dodson bouncing off of the 12. Brantley Silverado into the wall. Then he got tagged by the 92. Nowhere to go. Simple victim of circumstance, and the caution is out for the 11th time.
Yeah, unfortunately, the 92 of Bradley Beeman, unfortunately involved in that as well. Like you just said earlier, victim of circumstances. We see the blimp view of it. It looks like Ashley come off the bottom, but the 12 did come down a little bit. He just could not recover it, unfortunately, especially when he tapped the wall. The tires were gone on that vehicle, and as you can see, he was going back through the field. Again, just a tough night. Brantley was doing a fantastic job, but this is a tough break for him.
Tough break, Beeman into Ashley Dodson again, bouncing off the driver from Australia into the 12 of Brantley. And we got to see if Brantley can shake off those cobwebs and try to make it an upset happen here. Still a pretty good amount of racing left to go. 33 laps to the finish. Eric Brantley now, as he's still on the lead lap at the back.
Yeah, but don't count him out. He's got a good rocket there. He did use a quick repair, by the way. I do see that truck back straight. All the body panels are straight on it. He did at least have one quick repair left. He'll pull it back out into the speedway. 4 fresh Goodyears on that 12 machine, and we'll see if he can do something with it. Right now, it shows him in 16th position. When we bring him back around, we'll get everything situated.
The question is, do we open pit road? Is it time for the money stop, or do you think more trucks will come to pit road as we still work our 11th caution at Dover, Ray Richard?
Well, I haven't seen any of the lead trucks come, which I'll be honest with you, that might be a bad mistake. Everybody's going to follow the leader here up front. Nicholas Sacco again, just staying out. It looks like the 19 of Fulton behind him, and Mullins again. Kudos to Mullins all night, man. We haven't talked about him a lot, but he's up in that third place position with that, as you said, number 2 Miller time truck. Again, I don't know if it says it on that. I got a little bit long shot here on the screen, but regardless, great job by Mullins in that number 2. Behind him, Baines, another guy that we haven't talked about much at all, in the 54 truck.
Little promo there for the Loose Lug Nuts All-Star Truck Series program, and some of the other awesome content that they offer on Max Speed TV. Over the top paints and designs, and Agave Valley Painting, some of the sponsors of Max Speed TV Productions here. I'm Wesley Outland, Ray Richard, Michael D'Amico on production for Max Speed TV, Trey Stott on the production for the CRN Sports Network radio call. And again, we are live at Dover, virtual Dover, round number 1 of the Josh White Racing eSports Truck Series with the Wooden Vine Wine Bar and Bistro from Charlotte 200. They're piping the broadcast in from the Queen City as we speak as well. Thank you for them. And again, we are working to the home stretch of this deal coming up on the 10 o'clock Eastern Time hour. What a good race so far at Dover, Ray. What do you think?
Well, Miles reared his ugly head in the beginning, but guess what? We're going to have at least 30 laps to go when we restart. Looks to be that way anyways, and cautions do breed cautions, my friend, especially at these mile tracks and under on these short guys. As we see him come across the stripe right now, pace car lights will be off. We'll be ready to go green next time by. It'll be 1 lap 70 with 31 laps to go once we go green. And I believe we haven't seen the end of that yellow flag
CRN,
just yet.
The Community Radio Network, the voice of the community, the voice of anything sports, and proud to be the voice of the Comets. Follow us at crnsports.org. Now let's get back to the broadcast coverage on CRN.
Changes. We'll pause for 10 seconds of station network identification on the CRN Sports Network as we hit the top of the hour. Back at Dover, working lap number 170 when they come to the green flag. It'll be 30 laps to the finish here from Dover Virtual Speedway on iRacing. Again, ready for the conclusion of the Wooden Vine 200. The field getting ready at the toe of the iRacing Mustang pace car to drop back down onto pit road. They're going to see the machines of Sacco and more bring him to speed. He comes to the gas and pulls away from Fulton. What a great restart on the green as they go to turn 1.
That was absolutely 100% legal. When that pace car pulls down with all 4 tires on pit lane, you can go anytime if you're the leader, and it caught a lot of guys off guard, I'll tell you. Great run. Caution out again on the speedway.
Another yellow flag. Caution 22. Robert Mason into the outside wall. Could he have collected some other trucks and maybe Ashley Dodgson might have got involved in it again?
We're going to take a look at the 22 right now. Mason, just a great run for him most of the night here. And it does look like, it looks like he lost it coming off of turn 2 with them fresh tires just by himself. Collecting Hurley there with the 3. Just basically putting the nose right in the outside fence, locking it down like you're supposed to. That's a great move by him, by the way, because a lot of guys don't like to lock it down in the middle of a wreck. They got the thinking about getting back underway, but you can't. When they stop, it gives you something to miss. Great job by the 22 stopping like he did.
Caution flag out for the 12th time here at Dover. And again, you see Hurley. Hurley, such a tough break. Maybe he needs to go back to the bright yellow 47 colors. But I know he's driving the pink number 3 for all the moms out there. By the way, happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers of the world. Happy Mother's Day to my mom, Roseanne Outland. You're the best. I love you. I wouldn't be the mom, the son I am if it wasn't for a great mom like you. And my dad, Billy. And, of course, in addition to that, to my girlfriend, Megan. She's celebrating Mother's Day with her kids as well. And again, we happily, under this crazy diversion world we're living in with the coronavirus pandemic, say to all the moms out there, we love you. Happy Mother's Day. And again, you got a mom, Ray? Want to say shout out to Mama?
Yeah, I'd like to. Unfortunately, she has been long gone for a while, since 2006. But I do appreciate the Happy Mother's Day. I really do. I miss her. I love her. And I pray to God that somebody up there gives her a little bit of a hug for me. I'd be really appreciative. As we kind of take a look here for a second at the 22 of Mason, they do show him in a 17th place spot. He is not pitted, by the way, to get that damage fixed. Looks like he's going to try to run this damaged truck out to the end.
12th caution of the race. Caution flag number 12. It's coming down to the end. There is the man leading the way, Sacco. And Sacco started this race from the pole. He pocketed $20 for being the quick qualifier. Now $200 in the winner take all. By the way, just want to throw out some of this information here as we look at the analysis. It's clear. It's a little wind at 2 degrees, 66 degrees. Fuel window 45 laps. So could we see drivers go to the money stop here at Dover, USA that we saw a few moments ago? Will they be able to carry this race to the finish, Ray? What do you think?
Well, it's a game of chance at this point. Obviously, as I said before, it's getting towards the end. Miles is starting to drool and see if we can bring out a couple more yellows. At least that's what he's thinking. And as we see, the pace car lights are still on this lap, at least 2 to go before we go back to green. Again, I hate to say this, and I'm going to say it again just because of a prediction. We're a dozen cautions into this. I'm going to predict probably at least 2 more before the end. Hopefully these guys can go green. It'd be a great race to watch, of course. And there's been an awesome challenge up front between that 19 and 29 between Fulton and Sacco.
In the drivers' meeting, Josh White and the people that are operating point blank said, rubbing is racing. That's what makes the race exciting. But don't dump someone or retaliate on the track. Expressing how you feel under caution is fine, but don't put the other person out of the race. First offense, and there will be penalties involved. But, again, where do you draw the line from rubbing is racing to dumping somebody, even in the virtual eSports world, right?
Well, that's an awful difficult line to take and be on. There's a lot of guys that will say, well, gee, since he's slower than me, I can move him. It's legal move. But it is legal. There's no question about it. But my own type of racing, don't get me wrong, too. I don't mind rubbing a little bit myself, but I don't like using that chrome horn either if I can help it. Of course, I shouldn't say that too loud because I do a little iRacing myself. And if somebody knows that, they know they're going to take advantage of it. But nonetheless, don't get me wrong. If somebody does it to me, the retaliation would be, okay, move them, but do not wreck their night. Because you wreck their night, again, that causes so much abrasion. And I have to agree to a little bit of a tap is not a bad thing to let somebody know that you're there. A little look at the number 8 truck, by the way. Josh White, he'll take it to the bottom line just out ahead of the pace car with that damaged number 8 machine. Able to keep on the lap that he's on. I believe he is still 1 lap down. Able to hold on to that, though. Hopefully get a wave around, if not a lucky dog, before the end of this race. Doubling up right now. Pace car lights are off. Josh White down at turn 3. He's going to catch up to the end of the field for the restart here, but it's going to be restart on lap 175. 26 laps to go as we get Wesley back in the channel. Hey, buddy. Wesley, lost you there for a minute. You still there, man? Looks like he may have lost his audio. Be patient. You there, Wesley?
Yes.
There we go. We got him back.
26 laps to go. Yeah, I'm back with you, buddy. 6 laps to go. Nicholas Sacco. Again, I'm sorry, I had somebody calling me, and I think it tied up the internet there. Nicholas Sacco ready to bring the field to the line with the pace car back in. 26 laps to go. Sacco, Fulton, they're 1 and 2. How about Baines? The first time we've mentioned him in a race for the run for the top 3, and they're 3 wide for 4th off turn 2.
As a 2 of Derek Mullins will take to the top side. He's able to hold on to that 4th place spot. Haggett there in the, Matt Perry in the 31. They'll take over the 5th place spot, and that gave it a great advantage to the 31. 31 into the fence coming off of turn 4. Able to hold on to it, though, and keep the truck straight. They'll keep that 5th place spot.
Working now. 25 laps to go. Matt Perry, first time we've mentioned him a time or two in this race. He's now clinched the top 5 clutches, and it's coming to the end, running down Derek Mullins as they go back to turn number 2.
Keep an eye behind Perry, though. The 23 of Josh Downing now on the move. Was a top runner all night long. Took a late pit under caution, put himself to the back of the field. He's running right now in the 6th place spot, and he's catching the 31 of Perry.
Well, Josh Downing, he was the man that led this race earlier. He's now fell back into the 6th position in the top 10, trying to size up Perry now for that 5th position. He's all under his back door as they go back into turn number 1 with 23 to go.
We're talking about rubbing his racing, and it almost looks like the bumpers met there. He'll go to the inside off of turn 2, take the advantage on the low line, door down the backstretch at 23, will take over the 5th place spot.
Fulton now sitting back 2nd. He's trying to close in on the leader, Sacco. And now this battle continuing again as they have another caution on the racetrack for lucky number 13 as Tyler Beeman spins, smashing into the concrete here at Miles the Munster Dover for yellow flag 13.
Get our replay pulled up here on Max Speed TV. Again, the 91 of Tyler Beeman going to the low line, as you can see here on the replay. We'll slow it down for you. Just in a pack of trucks all by himself, though. In the behind him, it looks like the 5 looked to the inside. That'd be Rico. Caught the left rear corner of the 91, sent him spinning up into the fence. And unfortunately, he'll back that 91 red machine in there. Hurt it just a little bit. He'll stop in the middle. So, yeah, just a little bit of a racing incident there. Having the 5 look to the low line to try to take over that position.
Tyler Beeman in his number 91 entry Toyota, putting us under the yellow flag. The driver in the Mad Motorsports entry, sponsored by Mad Sim Racing. 30 years old, putting us under caution here from Akron, Ohio. His hometown now, Wilkesboro, North Carolina, and he is on pit road, Ray. "20 laps to go, and we do have takers on pit road, Ray Richard. This could now be the money stop. Andrew Hurley. Again, that number 3 truck, he's back out there. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Lap 180 of 200. They just roared off of pit road. And Hurley taking advantage of being one of the men to come back on the racetrack as the rest of the leaders cycle around by him. We have got a shootout coming up as now Waldrop will lead for the first time here at Dover this Friday night, right?
I've got to believe that Hurley got a speeding penalty on pit road. That'll bring him back to the end of the longest line. It looks like he's on the apron, even though he came out 3rd, shows him in 12th. Bunch of trucks passing him. That's a bad penalty to have this close to the end. And right now, like you said, 21 laps to go. They were working lap 180, with the leader right now being shown as a 51 of Waltrip. I don't believe Waltrip actually stopped.
Yeah, I don't think Waltrip came to pit road either in his number 51 Toyota in the Goose Flock Racing entry, sponsored by Fields Auto Group. The driver now out of Chicago, Illinois, from the Windy City, originally from my hometown of Asheville, North Carolina, or the home state of Asheville, North Carolina. I'm from Clayton. And again, caution coming out for this race for the 13th time. We'll see how they all cycle around the restart. The ticker on the top shows Sacco as they cycle back after that round of money stop pit stops to 2nd. Baines is up to 3rd. Mullins 4th. Downing, Perry, Dobson, Hargett is the top 8. And then you have the top 5 there on the screen as it stands as Waldrop, the man they're running down as it comes to white knuckle time here in Dover, Delaware, virtual